What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel, Previews and Vlogs. If you haven't been here before, please make sure you hit the subscribe button. If you have been here before, thanks for coming back. You could also follow me on Instagram at Previews and Vlogs, as well as in Facebook at Previews and Vlogs. Alright, so in today's video, I'm going to be doing another review on another iPhone mount. This is an apps to car mount. Okay, this mount is another magnetic mount that I have. Now, the last mount you guys saw me put on was a charging mount that's automatic. I'll put the description below so you can look at that video. And that's mainly for my daily use when I'm going to work and driving around town and stuff like that to keep the phone charged. What I use another mount for, and I'm going to show you what I have mounted in there, is sometimes when I do YouTube videos, and instead of taking my GoPro everywhere, my phone's always with me, and I put a mount on the windshield. Now that mount is for either recording when I'm driving somewhere or recording like a video like this as I'm driving and talking to you guys. So let's get in my car. Well, first we'll unbox this mount, then we'll get in my car, and then I'll show you what I have in there and what I'm going to be replacing it with. All right, guys. So here is the mount, or where the box the mount comes in. We gotta go ahead and unbox it and see what's inside. Now I saw these because from what it seemed to look like smaller, and then of course I got them sent to me. Now this is of course what's gonna mount into my windshield. Now this is a dash/windshield mount. It's got of course a suction cup on this end. You see, it's got the sticky film on there as well, which is actually really good. Got some instructions here. This is the plate that if you're gonna mount it on your dash. Now I've never mounted anything on my dash. I don't do that for the simple fact that I don't want to damage my dash with any of the tapes or even though they say they are safe, I still don't want anything on my dash, because if I do have to take it out one day, I don't want to leave a stain or some kind of glue residue on there. Let's see. And here is the actual magnet. That's actually what the phone hooks up to. And you can see it's a lot smaller than what I'm normally used to. I had another one that was about almost the size of the phone. Now that was a charger though as well. This is not a charger, this is just a magnetic mount, so the phone will go mounted here. But again, that's why I carry two mounts with me in the car. Go further in here. So now these are the metal plates that are going to be mounted onto. As you saw there, it looks pretty strong. It took that in right away. So let's put that magnet over there. So you have a series of magnetic plates here. Let's see what we have. We have a total of 3, which is actually pretty cool. You have this one here, which this is actually meant for like the wireless charging ones. So this is actually probably what I'm going to use for mine. You have a circular one and the whole square one. Now, these on the phone here, if you're looking at a phone, they go on the back of the phone. I don't like putting anything on the back of my phone, actually. I'm going to be going caseless with my phone here, and I have been using my phone without a case lately. Of course, I'm waiting for some wraps to come in so I can wrap the back of this. So you can put it on the back. Of course, if I put it here, that interferes with the wireless charging my phone has. You could do the circle either at the bottom of it or at the top. Or of course, now with these, you could put them right here. Now, what I'm going to be doing with this one, I'm going to be using a thin case to put it over. And again, since I'm not constantly using this to record myself on there, this is going to be a mount that I'm going to use when I'm filming my videos. So I'll be able to remove this case with the magnet on there and then pop it in there whenever I want to record a video, and it'll be ready to go. It's nothing like where I have to put it on the back of the phone or keep it permanently in my case. It may be different from some of you. If that's what you use it for, then it's actually very smooth. And you could actually put these, of course, on the inside of the cases, and that will still work. So if I was to put, I'm gonna just throw the big one in here just for the heck of it for now. Right in the case there. Probably slid around somewhere there, but we'll find it right now. So it's in the case, and of course you could see that it sticks on there, and it's pretty heavy. I mean, it's pretty heavy duty. It's holding on, so it does a pretty good job of holding on. So of course inside of the box there's more stuff in here. There is the wipes that you normally would need to clean the back of the phone or the back of the case. You got your wet wipe and your dry one here. And what else do we have in here? Something else in there. The instructions and tips on how to install everything. So pretty much this is what you get. You have the 3 magnets that you come in there, which you can put whichever one you need on yours. These are actually, and I forgot to mention these are small pieces of film that you could put on the back of the phone And they come in the size of the magnet, of course. Again, there's 3 of them here. So they come with a circular, for this is for the circle, of course. I don't know if you could see that on there, the film, and it comes for that. So if you want to mount them on the back of the phone, you can by just placing these first, and then of course the magnet on the back of the phone, so it won't damage the phone. Again, I'm not big on doing that, even with the little films that come with this. So I'm gonna put it on the back of that case. And again, I don't constantly use the magnetic mount or the mount that's on my windshield. So that's only for your recording, and I have another mount that I have a charging mount on there that I use on a daily basis. So let's go ahead and look at this, hook this thing up to the car, take the old one out. All right, guys, so we're in the car. Sorry for the light there, I know you can't see, but this is the mount I've had on last week, and you guys, of course, saw that. This is the mount I currently have on here that I use for recording video. So, of course, I put the phone right on there. This is turned over like this normally. And then I put my phone right in there, and of course I could record when I'm recording the drive or when I'm talking to you guys. I'm recording right there. So now this is kind of, again, a big and bulky mount. And of course, you know, I have to reach in here and do this, and I end up moving the mirror all the time and things like that. So I'm gonna get rid of this mount here. Now, one thing I will say about this mount here, it is pretty heavy duty. It sticks in there and it's a pain to get out. I've tried to get it out. So I'm gonna get that out of there, clean the window, and then I'm gonna come back in a second here once I get this thing out of here. I will say again, these things are, when they come with this sticky film, they are awesome. This thing has not come out of that windshield for at least 8 months. Doesn't matter if it was freezing cold outside, when we had those temperatures at 50 below zero, that stuff stuck on there really good. So now let's clean the window up here. Take my iPads out of there, get this thing cleaned up really good. Again, that thing's been on there for a good 8 months or so. So make sure you can see there's residue left in there, and that's the exact same place this mount's gonna be going in. If you actually see the residue, but all right, gotta get it as clean as possible on here. I hate streaky windows or streaks on my windows, so. All right, guys, so windows clean. Let's get this other mount put together and installed on here. All right, so I'm gonna be putting it in again on my case here that I'm gonna be using whenever I need to use that actual mount and record a video. And I'm gonna be putting it on the back of the phone. So I'm actually gonna be mounting this right in the center just to get a better hold and away from as far as away from the camera as possibly. Actually, I might go a little bit lower just because I need the camera to kind of stick out a little bit further when I am recording a video or something like that. For anybody else that does have a wireless charging phone, either a Samsung, it doesn't matter what it is, just make sure you put the magnets either on the case or on the phone, wherever you're gonna put them. Most of the wireless chargers are usually right in dead center. Make sure you put the magnet either at the bottom or on the top, or use the other plate that they send you, which has a little, it looks like a little half moon. It has like a little crescent on there. Because if you put the magnet right dead center on either the case or on the phone, you're not gonna be able to get that wireless charging. It's not gonna work. And I've had metal plates on there with a wireless on top of the wireless charging, and they overheat, could damage the phone, could damage the wireless charger as well. Most importantly, it damaged the phone. So again, I'm gonna be doing it on this case because again, I don't constantly use that mount or that window mount that I'm gonna be putting on. So that's why I'm doing it on just the case here. And I'm gonna be putting it like right dead center. I'm gonna be using the bigger plate as well, since I'm gonna need some stability on there. Of course, first thing we're gonna do, just like if you guys have mounted installed either screen protectors or mounted any of these before, you're gonna need to clean up that case really good. So we'll take the wet wipe out. Let me put it right in the middle here. So I'm cleaning that area out. We'll get out the dry to clean it up. All right, so that's clean. Now we'll take the metal plate. Again, I'm doing the big one, mainly for more stability. And I'm gonna try to do this while I'm doing it on camera here and try not to see it so I don't screw it up and put it in crooked or something. All right. My phone. Right dead center. Oh, probably go a little bit lower right there. See if I can do it with my right hand instead. Now I can see what I'm doing at least. All right, so we're gonna go like right there. Should be good right there. And of course I did it on crooked, slightly. Either way, it's not a permanent thing for me. Again, I don't use the case constantly. This is just gonna be when I'm recording videos. So I pretty much sit there and I kind of smooth it in so it kind of just sticks really good on there. All right, so that's set there. Next thing, of course, we're going to put together this. We're going to put together. Now this, of course, is pretty simple. It's explanatory. You saw it in the other video. Most of them are self-explanatory. You put this on here, push the ball into it, and then tighten that down. What that does is pretty much clamps down that ball socket. Now, good thing about this is the fact that it actually slides in and out, which I actually think that's pretty cool. My other one did the same thing. And of course, if you loosen this up, you could adjust up and down, in and out. So that's actually going to be really good for my recording. My other one did that, but again, comparing both of them, look how big this thing was compared to how small I'm going to have something on my windshield now. This thing blocks some of my view, which is not safe. So that's going away. We're going to be doing this one here. And again, pretty stable. I mean, pretty tight magnets there. I'm used to the Scotch ones, but this is actually better. If it's not the same, it's a lot better if you get it right on the plate. So unless I get, unless I hit a gigantic bump or fall off a cliff, my phone is not coming off of there. So we'll take it out right now, and then I'm going to shoot a video on my phone while this is on there. So we'll go ahead and hook this up to the windshield. All right, so it's got to go in the same location. I'm going to put my iPads back on there. Good old Illinois, of course. I'm pretty sure other states have that in there, but... All right, so how I'm going to hook this up, it's going to be, I got to figure out which way I'm doing this, first of all. I'm going to this way. It does turn, of course. You can actually, it turns to keep the phone whichever position you want it in. So let's put that in. I'm going to do it this way. I could flip it around all the way if I wanted to. Go this way. Nope, that's not going to work. All right, so it mounts this way only, which is fine. All right, let's take the tape off. And again, it does have that sticky residue on there, which makes these suction cups even better. So I'll hook it up like right there. And then, of course, always make sure you pull the tab down. I forgot to pull this tab down. Make sure to pull this tab down because this is what actually gives the suction cup that extra hold. Now, I'm going to put it a little slight over to the left because the last time I had it so underneath here, you were able to see this in some of my videos. If you go back in there, you could see that case. I'm going to actually kind of go slightly over this way, like right there, push down on it, and clamp down. And that actually is holding pretty tight. All right, so now let's see how that works out there. We'll tighten this up here. I actually like that a lot better. Just basically, it's very minimal. Let's see there. Tighten that down. Grab the phone. There. And there you go. So now it's a lot quicker. You can still see, of course, case on there. Let's see if I go there. There you go. That's actually a lot better. Now you can't see well, if I'm recording, but let's see, let's turn the camera around. You can still kind of see this area here. What am I looking at here? All right, so you're seeing this knob right here. What I should have done, I should have mounted it. Should have actually mounted it this way. That way I could slide it in, but that's fine. You guys have to get used to when I'm recording. If I'm recording a scene of a car like that, get used to that side view right there on that. But actually, that's pretty good. Now I could record myself, of course. You guys can see me there. I could record myself, and you get a pretty good view. And if I needed to go out, I could bring it out even, get a closer view, or push it back in, which slides right in nicely. All right, so let's go ahead and drive around with this thing in a second here. We're gonna go pick up my son, and we'll see how it actually works out, how stable it is, if it's shaky. The other one wasn't completely stable, but that's why I love the iPhone XS Max, because it's got that stability. And even when I'm driving on this, it doesn't shake as much. Yes, I could use the GoPro, which is what I'm recording this mainly on. But again, then I have to carry the GoPro everywhere I go with me. And sometimes I use the GoPro for recordings like this, or even recording vlogs as I'm walking around or doing something. So that's why I keep my phones always on me. So if I need to just pull it out somewhere, pop up my phone on there, it's ready to go. And the case is usually in the car with me as well. So that's why I like using these mounts on here on the windshield. So we'll go ahead and take a quick ride on this and see how it works out. Now this quick ride I'm going to do here is I'm on my way to pick up my son. Look at the video on the top right there. That's the video coming off the phone while it's mounted on the new mount I have. And you can see how smooth it is. Now, of course, the stability on the iPhone, or the video stabilization on the iPhone, keeps it even smoother. But for what I'm going to be using this for, and mainly what I use the mount for, it works perfect. There's not much shaking. Even if you're looking at the lower video, which is recording the phone as it's sitting on the mount, it doesn't fall off. I've hit some bumps. It does not fall off. Coming up here in a little bit, I'm actually going to get into pretty good construction road here. You're going to see that, and you're going to see how it actually just keeps everything nice and stable. All right, so if you guys just noticed down there, that was a pretty bumpy street, and I moved the phone, not because it moved, but because it was facing kind of on an angle, so I kind of wanted to straighten out the phone. But we're going through a bunch of bumpy streets right now. Let me lower the radio before I get copyrighted here. But all these streets are pretty bad streets. Got a lot of bumps, a lot of construction and stuff, and the phone is holding pretty stable, not shaking a lot. I'm gonna say it's almost as stable as the last mount that I had on it, as stable as the mount's gonna be when everything is shaking, of course. So overall, the performance of this is pretty good. It's a lot less bulkier than the other one I had when you take the phone off of there, and it holds pretty good. And I got to always throw a case on there, or if you guys have, again, if you guys are using it on a daily basis, then it's great for everyday use. Put it as a vent or as a dash mount. I believe they do have vent mounts, and also CD players mount once you stick the CD into the CD slot. I don't have a CD slot in this car, of course, on my screen over here. My CD player's in my glove box. But there's a lot of mounts that you can get from these guys. I'm gonna put the link for the description again at the bottom here. The name of their, you can follow them on Instagram again at apps2cars. That's there. I'll put their website, if they have a website, on the link down the description. And you go in there, get them out. Again, very small, very nice looking mounts. I did not talk about the feel of the mount. The mount itself is actually nice and sturdy. It feels premium. It doesn't feel cheap like every plastic mount that you get like at Walmart or something. And again, the look of the actual mount of where the magnet's at looks kind of like a leather, like it's like kind of like a leather texture on there. It's not actual leather, but look, it's got stitching around it, so it looks really nice. It looks premium. So I recommend the mount for you guys, as well as for any other car out there. All right, guys, so to get this mount, go to the Instagram page, apps2cars. You can pick the mount up there, or any other mount that they have. If you guys like this video, please make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the like button. Any comments are welcome at the bottom. I'll see you guys next time. Take care.